Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for a VNOC spin, or one of the spinners. It's actually made in Vietnam. One of those really cool looking spinners. Yep. And there's actually an interesting story regards to this. Basically, one of the members in the spin space, or was it Daily Fidget? One of those are the main two big groups in the spinner community. He did a group buy, and basically this helps us here who lives in the US to get one of the Vietnam spinners, because otherwise overseas shipment is expensive. You're looking at around $20 to $30. Yeah. So if you're buying a spinner that is worth $30, let's just say it's $30, you're gonna be paying another $30. So doesn't quite, it doesn't appeal, or more than likely you're not gonna get that. Yeah, but that aside, he did a group buy, and which is nice of him. It brought down the costs, good enough. We still have to pay for shipping, but maybe it was brought in half, so probably about $15 on shipping instead, which is still good. It's some savings, and yeah. Finally got it. Actually got this for about a week now, and yeah, this is quite nice. It's using this hard case similar to what I've seen on Arm Shark, as well as the OD spinner, which is it's actually a great case. So let's just open this up. I believe the maker's name is Can Win. I'll link the Facebook group down below if you're looking into getting some. Although if you live in the US, I might not sure when they'll do another run, but you can always ask them, or maybe just get it through them directly. All right, so here we go. Here's what's inside. Now there is two versions, and each version has a different size. And yeah, here we go. So on the left here, we got the smoke. Here we have the eagle wing. And when I first saw photos of this, it looks quite amazing. Very unique looking spinners. And just looking at those intricate cuts, this might be laser cut. That is amazing. Even on this one, just really cool. And not to mention they added laser etch for this one. Oh, it looks like the feathers, quite nice. Even on the caps. On this one, only the buttons laser etch, but you can feel the grip on that, quite nice. Actually comes with a COA, or Certificate of Authenticity. We have it here. So we have the big eagle wing, stainless steel. I got number 29, and that's the Facebook page. Again, I will link that down below. And there's also the small smoke. So I got the small version of this and the big version of that. Yep. I think lately for the spinner community, I actually like the smaller one. It's more manageable. But depending on the design, like this one, I could probably get the smaller version, but I went for the big one. Or I think might have been that they only offering the one size for the eagle wing and two of this, so I can't remember, but regardless, great designs still. All right, so another thing I want to point out, or actually a couple more things. Let's open this up. It's using an R188 bearing. It is press fit, and actually when I got this, the bearing just slides off, and they did point this out that it wasn't glued in, which is no problem, especially if you're collecting spinners by now and you've come across the higher ends where they use Loctite or press fit bearings. You just gotta use one of these, the Loctite 242. Usually what I do is pop out the bearing, put the little drop, use a toothpick, swirl it around, just get a thin layer around it, and set the bearing in there and press on it. You might want to kind of get it centered. Actually on this one too, because you can see there is quite a bit of a lip or extra. This is actually a thicker compared to this. Yeah, there's quite a bit more thickness on this one. This one is flushed. And actually on this one I swapped out the bearing. And for some weird reason the one I got was bad. And it's probably due to the transportation. Sometimes the hybrid, these are hybrid R188 bearings with a stainless steel cage. Yep. And yeah, just sometimes when they drop, they go bad. And it's just too many factors sometimes, kind of hard to tell. But they're relatively cheap, and I have a lot of bearings by now. So I went ahead and swap it out. Now I did try a couple of different hybrid bearings on this one here, and as you can see, this is a bit more flushed compared to this one. And the hybrid bearings on this one actually resonates a lot more. It's a lot noisier. So I will end up using a one-drop bearing. I personally not a fan of the one drop. It's too smooth for me, but with this particular body, it actually resonates to a nice, it's a good vibration, a good feedback. That's what I'm getting to. And yeah, it is just quite nice. Alright, and they actually serialized this here as well. I got the small spoke number 27 and 29 here for the big eagle wing. So that's nice that they did both. With the COA and with the body. Yep. So yeah, quite nice. Alright, so let's put this on, or put it back. And I guess you can swap out the buttons either way. There we go. Now obviously the spin time, the first bearing I didn't get a good reading on that one. Actually, I wonder. Oh, okay. I think let's see, is it different? Might be a little different. Yeah, I think that was one of the things. Because the bearing on this one, I had to push it a little bit more on one side. Yeah. There we go. I mean, the design of the button is the same, so regardless, it'll be fine. Alright. Well, obviously, this is not going to get a lot of spin times because it's using a one-drop bearing. It's a lube bearing that gives you that smooth, but you can still even hear it. But yeah, really nice. Let's see here. Now for the hotspot. I did post on the Spin Space and the Daily Fidget that at first I thought there was no hotspot. There is a little bit. So if you're pulling this way, there's no problem. Even pushing this way, you're not gonna feel any hotspot. But once you flip it over and you pull this way, if you pull closer to to the button or the bearing right here, it could snug your finger. You can feel that corner right there at the end of the smoke or the wing. There is a bit of a hot spot, or if you're just kind of grabbing here, you can feel it. This, on the other hand, is smooth. There's nothing there. You can feel it, but it's not gonna snag you, unlike this one here. So that's the only issue. But again, if you're doing it this way, you're not gonna have any problems either way. So that's for the spoke. Now for this one, quite a bit of a hot spot here on the kind of like it's a knurl, the knurl edge. But it's part of the design, and you know, I don't mind it as much. I probably would pull from here. These are actually quite nice, rounded. The edges here, it's not too bad. I don't think that's a hot spot here. So anything on the wing, and actually the laser edge again provides a really nice grip. There we go. Gives you a nice power, or preloaded flick. Oh, I just undid the... Sometimes I undo the buttons and I just have to put a bit of PTFE tape there. Yeah, really nice. Now spin time on this one's about 3 minutes with hybrid bearings that it came with, which is fairly good. Yeah, quite nice. Alright, so let's measure it up for those who are curious how much they weigh. Alright, got my scale here. Alright, for the little smoke, 55 grams. That's actually a really good weight. Anything from 40 to 70 is good for me. This guy, 77. So still fairly good. Good spinners. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this review. I think it only comes with stainless steel. This is the only version I've seen them post. And I think they're making more design, which I'm kind of excited for. And hopefully they'll offer that for us here in the US as well. And yeah, I'm quite happy with what I got. Yeah, nice spinner. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it. Again, I'll provide the links down below if you're looking to get some. And actually, there is also another group that I actually just bought some buttons. I will share that as well. That one is, I think, Mun Studio, something like that. And I think they're all in the same group there in Vietnam. And yeah, he's offering a really great buttons set. So I'll share that as well. And whenever I get them, yeah, because the one I particular pick has a really cool design. So anyways, that's about it. Hope you guys liked the review. If you have questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.